This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.
And welcome to the Averett Sports Network, where it is tournament time. The first round of the USAC Women's Basketball Tournament, and it is the Averett University Cougars going up against the Meredith Avenging Angels. Here in about 30 seconds, we're going to get started with the national anthem, and then we'll bring you the starting five for each team. So welcome back. My name is Eddie Glenn, joined by Lindsey Fulcher here in this first round of USAC Conference Tournament play with women's basketball. Again, the Averett University Cougars going up against the Meredith Avenging Angels. And Lindsey, I'll take over the starting five for Meredith. And starting us off would be number 5 out of Clayton, North Carolina, Brittany Preston. Number 10, senior guard, Chandler Hines. Number 30, senior forward out of Durham, Megan Pleasance. 32, freshman forward, Kimberly Shue. And 34, Christy King.
And Eddie, I have the Averett Cougars starting lineup. You've got number 3, Amani Ajay, a junior guard. You've got number 10, the Sam Chandler, a senior guard. Number 11, Raven Johnson, a sophomore guard and forward. Number 12, Alexis Rosia, a junior guard. And number 24, Brooke Carthen, a sophomore guard.
And Lindsey, these two teams met 2 times earlier this season where the Cougars took home both of the victories. Meredith looks to avenge that and advance into the tournament, further in this tournament that is, and try and bring home a conference tournament championship. And of course, that's the goal for every team as they get into the tournament.
And players to watch tonight for the Averett Cougars, you've got Sam Chandler, who scored 27 points with 8 rebounds in a win last week, or earlier on this week. And then for the Avenging Angels, you've got Kimberly Shue from Meredith, who scored 24 points and 9 rebounds in a loss to Salem College.
And so the Cougars coming in after a win against North Carolina Wesleyan on the 10th, where they won 82-81, where Sam Chandler hit the final free throw in those closing seconds, Lindsey, to ice the game for the Cougars. Such a clutch player she is, and she's always been that way. And then Meredith are coming in. They're coming in off of a loss to Salem on the 10th, where they lost 70-69, another one-point game. And they finished the season 6-19, 6-10 in conference play. The Cougars finished 17-8, 13-3 in USAC competition. So we're just a few seconds from getting underway here. The Cougars, top team in the nation in rebounding. Now the top team and a top rebounder in Raven Johnson. Sam Chandler's a top points per game player in the nation. So when you have that combination, it spells disaster for any other team.
Here for the tip-off. And the ball will go to the Angels.
And so Shue with the ball, defended by Carthen. Shot doesn't go. Raven Johnson on the rebound. Johnson averages 9 rebounds a game.
Your Cougars white on white. Meredith maroon on maroon out here. Amani Ajay passes to Sam Chandler. Rosia for 3. Just bounces off the rim. Chandler Hines. Shue with the ball for Meredith.
So Carthen finding Ajay. Layup doesn't go, but Sam Chandler's there to save her. Her jump shot doesn't go, and that's rebounded by Kirsty King. And that three-pointer misses the rim from Meredith. And they're going to say that Averett got a hand on it, so it's going to stay Meredith ball. Inbound to King. King shot goes up. Raven Johnson, great defense there. Ball outside to Hines. Preston with the ball. She finds Shu. Shu outside to Hines. Hines defended by Chandler. 3 seconds in the paint. Called on Hines. Or, excuse me, yeah, I believe it was 3 seconds in the paint. I don't believe it was called on Pine. Hines, a little tongue-tied today, Lindsay.
That's okay, Eddie. We've been doing a lot of broadcasting recently. It's crossover season.
And it is. Nevertheless, both teams scoreless to this point. 0-0 as Raven Johnson tries to find Ajay down low in the post, but it sails over her head and out of bounds. And a nasty fall there about mid-court. I believe Brooke Carthen's called on a push. So first foul of the game, 7:53, both teams still scoreless. Shu with the ball. Over to Hines. Hines back to Shu. Shu defended by Carthen. She tries to go between the legs, but Carthen comes up with the steal. So here's Rosia. Rosia finds Ajay. Ajay gets the first bucket finally of the game. And on the board first is Averett.
It's a long time there without a bucket.
Almost 3 minutes into the game. Neither team able to score.
Very unlike the men's game last night. You've got under 30 seconds first three-pointer.
Absolutely, and that first three-pointer was by Brandon Baker. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Rosia. So Rosia's in transition now. And she's going to go coast to coast. And that shot comes off the front of the rim. Of course, Rosia, one of the seniors on this team, along with Sam and Haley Chandler.
Not sisters, just happen to have the same name. Last name, rather.
And Shu battling her way to the rim, and she gets her first bucket. The first of her team, and now both teams are on the board. Down low to Ajay, off the glass and in. They go to Preston. Preston back to Hines. Hines back to Preston. Preston back to Hines. They try and get past half court. Shu with the ball. Defended by Chandler. Hines 4-3. Good.
Beautiful shot there from Hines.
And had a little bit of range on it. Did that shot. And nothing but net. Off the hands of Chandler. Hines down low to Ajay. They go outside to Carthen. Carthen spot up shot. Didn't fall.
Hines passes to Preston. Preston back to Hines. Shu with the ball. Goes for the layup. Misses, gets her own rebound. And the Angels lose the ball to Sam Chandler.
So Kiara Smith will check in for Brooke Carthen. Kiara Smith, one of the players that can come off the bench and really spread a defense out. Her, as long as Shannon Longworth and Samantha Texan can all come in and really shoot the three ballers. Rosia is putting one up off the back of the rim. And the Cougars come up with the ball, but they call a foul. Call it on Raven Johnson, her first foul of the game. 5-4, Meredith out in front early on in this ball game. So here's Hines defended by Chandler. All over the Shu. Shu goes down low. to Pleasance. Pleasance looking for help. She finds it way across the court, and Hines directing traffic, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer up, and good.
And
In the face
Eddie,
of
that
Sam
was
Chandler.
way out there.
Chandler Hines showing she could absolutely stroke the three ball, and Sam Chandler reacts from one of her own, saying, you're not going to put one in my face like that. I'm going to have to answer you. Ajay on the rebound, as that shot was no good from King. So here's Rosia the other way now, just a 1-point game.
Rosia to Smith. Smith goes for 3.
Off the back of the rim.
Hines with the ball. Hines passes to Shu. Shu goes to Pleasance, who turns around and gets that bucket, Eddie.
So here's Smith outside over to Raven Johnson. Johnson, mid-range jumper. Doesn't fall for her. So Smith with the ball now. She finds Rosia in the corner, 4-3. And she will pick up the foul. So Rosia was fouled before she shot. So she will not get the 3 shots. So Brooke Carthen will come into the game. Coming in for Amani Ajay. .330 left in this first quarter.
10-7 the score as Chandler has the ball for the Cougars. Raven Johnson goes for the layup, gets her own rebound, goes again, and earns it.
And Raven Johnson, the team's leader rebounder. She has a total of 101 offensive rebounds, 137 defensive rebounds, and that gives her 238 on the year.
Shu goes for the hoop. No good. Score 10-9, less than 3 minutes in this first quarter.
And what
Raven
a pass
Johnson.
from Carthen. So Raven Johnson will step to the line. A pass, great pass from Brooke Carthen to find Johnson streaking down towards the hoop.
First one's good.
And that gives Averett the lead. So Ajay will check back in for Raven Johnson. So here we go with Hines with the ball. As Meredith works the ball around, trying to get past half court.
11-10, Averett in the lead.
And so jump ball call, ball goes to Averett. Rosia down low to Chandler, and that equals a bucket. Chandler so good finishing around the hoop. There's Brittany Preston trapped. She can't get past half court. Ball goes to Averett.
Score 13-10 here in the Grant Center. Rosia passes to Ajay. Ajay back to Rosia. Goes to Smith. Smith will be called out of bounds as she was trying to get the ball back in. Meredith with possession.
And Sam Chandler coming up with the steal. And she couldn't get the points to go, but she gets the, and a charge called on Sam Chandler.
Definitely a questionable call there, but it will stand.
And Lindsay, as we have this break after that Sam Chandler steal, Sam Chandler is coming into this game was only 5 steals away from matching the program's record in the career of 231. And now she's only 4 steals away, so wondering if she can get that record. You know, again, she's not one to worry about getting records. She's just here trying to do whatever she can to get her team to win. And that was a nice bucket from King. Carthen with the ball, pump fake. Shot up, no good. Ajayi there on the rebound, put back. And now the Cougars with a 3-point lead.
Rosia jumps up to try and get that. Hines with the ball for Meredith. Passes to Preston. Preston talking with her teammates. Goes to Shu. Looks like Shu went to King. No good. Carthen for Averett. Passes to Smith for Averett. Back to Carthen.
And Carthen going off the glass. Shot comes off, but she gets her own rebound and then gets fouled by Preston. Carthen's first free throw, no good. And Shannon Longworth will come in for Sam Chandler with 42 seconds remaining here. Carthen's second shot goes in. The Cougars with a 4-point lead now. Just over 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Meredith's going to try and cut that lead down as much as possible before this quarter ends. And a nice pass to King. Her shot doesn't go. Outside they go to number 21, Hassel. And back to King. King gets fouled and one. And excuse me, that was Shu, not King, that got the N1 opportunity. So 20 seconds left in this first quarter. 1-point lead for the Cougars. Over to Longworth. Back to Carthen. Carthen over to Smith. Smith takes the screen from Carthen and trying to find Carthen through traffic. Doesn't, so the Cougars will retain possession with 6 seconds remaining. It's enough for a couple passes and a shot here. Longworth for 3, no good. So Preston trying to buzzer beater shot, doesn't go. So 16-15 at the end of 1. The Averett University Cougars lead it. We'll be back here at the Averett Sports Network.
And we are back here at the Grant Center. Score 16-15 against the Averett Cougars and the Meredith Avenging Angels. Cougars in the lead by 1. Meredith with possession of the ball.
And so Rosia the other way after a missed shot from Meredith. Smith with the ball. Back to Rosia. Rosia back over to Smith. Smith. Pull-up jumper. Shot gets blocked there by Megan Pleasance, the senior on this basketball team. One of only 2 seniors here. And that ball will be stolen by Shannon Longworth. Rosia the other way. Meredith with a 1-point lead. Coach Melinda Campbell in her 9th season with Meredith. See his first shot good. Raven Johnson back into the game. Rosia couldn't get her second shot to go, so we're knotted up at 17 apiece here. Hines with the ball for the Avenging Angels.
Hines passes to Catherine Holmes.
Shoe, jumper, no good. Johnson there to get the ball. Over to Longworth they go. Back to Rosia. They had a sliver of light open for Longworth to shoot that 3 ball, but couldn't catch it clean. Raven Johnson passing it over towards the ref, thinking that was her teammate, but ball sails out of bounds. So this is number 13, Madison Gladwell with the ball. Over to Preston. Preston defended by Carthen. 3-pointer up from Preston. No good. Rosia with the ball the other way. She finds Ajay. And Ajay off the glass and in. Timeout called by Meredith. 19-17. The Cougars lead it. 8 minutes to go in this second quarter. We'll be right back here at the Grant Center. So we're back here at the Grant Center. And this is Gladwell over to Holmes. Holmes takes the screen. Fighting through traffic. Shot good. And they find Longworth. And Longworth, too much momentum. So she steps out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Angels. And that shot is good from Pleasance. Here's Rosia over to Carthen. Carthen. And to Rosia. Rosia over to Longworth. Longworth for 3. Sails over the rim, but Carthen's there to save her. Shot no good from Pleasance. Over to Rosia they go. Rosia back to Longworth. A nice Euro step from Longworth. Couldn't get the shot to go. So Texan and Chandler will check in for the Cougars. And then Trinity Packer, a freshman guard out of Parkton, North Carolina, comes in for the Angels. And Holmes takes Chandler down the baseline and puts the shot in. Texan couldn't grab it clean, but she finds Rosia. Rosia over to Chandler. Chandler thought about the three-pointer but didn't take it.
Rosia with the ball for Averett.
So here we go with Gladwell. Chandler almost coming up with another steal. Chandler Hines back in for the Angels. The other senior on this basketball team, her and Pleasance. Down low to Holmes they go. Holmes finding her way to the rim this game.
Johnson to Ajay, and it's good. Score 25-23. Meredith in the lead by 2.
So here's King over to Holmes. Holmes to Preston. Preston for 3. Good. And I think they're going to call it a two-pointer. Nice pass to find Texan. Johnson in mid-range off the front of the rim. Foul will be called. So a timeout call. We'll take it here with them, and we'll be back here at the Grant Center. Back here at the Averett Sports Network, 27-23, the Avenging Angels lead it here in this game. Hines defended by Chandler. Holmes has been finding her way to the hoop. His shot is from Packer. Ajay able to rebound, so Rosia finds Chandler. Chandler defended by Hines. Spin move to the hoop. Shot doesn't go. Packer on the rebound. Gladwell back to Hines. Hines down low to King, turning the corner. And that shot goes in.
Cougars trailing by 6 here. Texan with the ball, passes to Chandler. Chandler to Raven Johnson, and it's good. Holmes goes for that bucket. No good. Texan with the rebound, passes to Rosia.
And Raven Johnson took a nasty spill on this end of the court.
Johnson looking to be in a lot of pain there.
And so Carthen will come on for Johnson as she will be attended to here by the athletic training staff here at Averett. And it looks like she might have caught an elbow or something to the face as Chandler put up a three-pointer. No good. Texan on the rebound, and she's fouled down low. Second shot good from Texan. Three-point game now. Meredith out in front. Chandler Hines with the ball. Holmes able to keep a hold of it. Texan poking at the ball.
Passes to
Gladwell.
Gladwell.
No,
Gladwell to Preston. Or I'm sorry, Trinity Packer. Score 29-26. Cougars with possession. Alexis Rosia passes to Chandler. Chandler to Ajay.
And the shot will not count. She was fouled before the shot. So the shot clock will reset as they inbound to Ajay. Ajay over to Rosia. Rosia to Chandler. Chandler for three. No good. Carthen able to get a hold of the ball. She drives baseline, and she'll be fouled on the shot.
See Texan catching her teammate there. Good sportsmanship, right, Eddie?
Absolutely. Carthen looking to bring this lead down by 2. First shot doesn't go. So Pleasance will come in for Packer. Carthen couldn't get either one of her shots to go, but Ajay was there on the rebound. Carthen called on the charge. So here we are with Hines outside, defended by Sam Chandler. Finding Pleasance. Now Holmes with the ball. Over to Pleasance. Shot no good and will go out of bounds. Great defensive possession there by Averett. Texan to Carthen. Carthen pump fake over to Rosia. Sam Chandler. Rosia turning the corner, finding Ajay. And Ajay called on a travel. 2:08 left in this first half. Meredith trails by 3. Meredith leads by 3, excuse me. Averett trails in this game. So here's Holmes trying to find King. Instead, the Cougars come up with it. And a nice pass to find Ajay from Texan. And Texan coming up with another steal. Texan playing great right now. And she couldn't get the layup to go. And that shot was up from number 21, Hassel. So backcourt violation. The Cougars will receive the ball. So Cougars trail by just 1 point now after a couple of good defensive possessions. And Brittany Preston will come back in.
Chandler inbounds to Rosia. Rosia to Texan. Texan to Carthen. Carthen finds a Jai. And she will be fouled. First one bounces out. Second one's good.
So here's Hines with the ball. Three-pointer up. Good. 51 seconds left in this first half. Chandler Hines showing that she can absolutely shoot with range. Sam Chandler looks like she's limping around. Looks like she's hurt. Pass to Rosia. Rosia fouled on the shot.
Chandler definitely limping there.
Rosia's first free throw doesn't go.
Chandler, a victim of ACL tear in her early years here at Averett. Seems it may be bothering her just a tad, as she'll be checked out by the athletic trainer.
Meanwhile, Packer and Longworth came into the game, respective for each team. So here's Hines with the ball with 30 seconds to go. Over to Gladwell. Gladwell. Over to Hassel. Hassel back to Gladwell. 15 seconds on the clock. Gladwell defended by Rosia. Back to Hassel. Hassel down low to Packer. Packer defended by Smith. Shot no good. Rosia's going to go the other way with 10 seconds remaining. And that's Meredith coming up with the steal. And Ajay. And kind of some sloppy basketball at the end of the half there. Score 32-29. Meredith leads in this ball game. We'll take a break and bring you some halftime stats here in a few minutes. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. 21 seconds until, excuse me. Excuse me, 21 seconds left until the start of the second half. The Cougars trail in this ball game, 32-29. Raymond Johnson and Sam Chandler both coming back into the game after leaving the game with some injuries there right before halftime, but they both look to be moving well and look to be okay. So Rosia with the ball now for the Cougars. Over to Ajayi. Ajayi defended by Pleasance. Down low to Johnson. Johnson turns. Hook shot's good. So here's Hines, defended by Chandler. She goes over to Shu. Shu, defended by Carthen. They find Pleasance. No good, but the rebound by Meredith. So Shu takes the screen. Her shot is good.
Rosia with the ball for Averett. Ajayi passes to Chandler. Chandler back to Ajayi, wide open. No good. Carthen gets that rebound. Ajayi again.
And a quick stat here about Averett, as they are so good in the regular season. And they are so in the regular season and in conference, but records for Averett and Coach Hickey in conference. All-time Averett in conference tournament player, 5-32, and then Coach Hickey's 1-5 in tournament play. So Averett, doesn't normally play their best basketball come conference basketball tournament time, but Coach Liz Hickey really wants it to be this year to turn that around, and this would be the year to do it as they've got the talent. As Rosia's wide open for three. Off the mark, Ajayi gets her shot sent. And that shot was blocked hard by Pleasance. Sam Chandler with the ball. Over to Rosia. Rosia finds Amani Ajayi. Way too much power on that shot. Rosia open for three. She finds it. Sends the ball over to Chandler instead. And Ajayi for three goes in. And they call it a two instead, excuse me. So
good teamwork there by the Cougars. Trailing by one as Hines has the ball. Passes to King, and that's Pleasance with the shot. Rosia on the way back. Carthen goes for three. Also good. Cougars answering back there. Hines with the ball for Meredith. Passes to King. I'm sorry, Shu. Shu looking for help there.
So tied at 36-36, 7-11 left in this third quarter. Rosia with the ball, takes the screen from Johnson. Rosia turning the corner, shot up and in. And Rosia coming up with the steal. Cougars lead by 2, playing great defense. Chandler finds Ajay, and Ajay will be fouled on the shot.
Just rolls over the hoop there. Preston and Holmes enter the game for Meredith. Jai's second shot is good. 39-36 as Averett is in the lead by 3. These two teams playing head-and-head today. Hines goes for 3. No good.
And Lindsay, you know, anybody else that's a bad shot, but Hines has shown that she can make that shot. And she commits a foul on Rosia there. Chandler Hines' first foul of the game. Two-three zone here for Meredith. And nice passing. And Raven Johnson will get the shot to go and the foul, so she's going to step to the line for one more. Put 6 minutes back up on the clock. Brittany Preston comes off the court. As Preston has 3 fouls in this game. And Raven Johnson completes the three-point play. This is Hassel, defended by Rosia. Down low to Shu. Shot goes. (38-42), the Cougars lead it. Kiara Smith with the ball, directing traffic over to Rosia. Rosia down low to Ajay. Shot goes in. Timeout called by Meredith. 44-38. The Cougars lead it. 5:25 left in the third quarter.
And we are back here at the Grant Center, 44-38, 5 minutes 20 in the third period here. You've got Hines with the ball for Meredith. Goes for 3, just a little short there. Rosia with the ball for Averett. Amani Ajay. Carthen with the rebound, and it's in. 46-38 here as Averett looks to increase that deficit. Hines with the ball. Passes to number 21. That's Hassel.
And King couldn't get her shot to go, but she gets her own rebound, and a second chance points goes. And Rosia open for three. No good there. So Chandler Hines on a break here. 3-on-2 fast break. Hines goes to Hassel. Hassel, her shot no good, but it lands in the hands of Holmes. So she gets her shot to go. 4-point game. Cougars lead at 46-42. Samantha Texan and Shannon Longworth will check on for the Cougars. So here we go with Holmes. Holmes over to Hines. Hines directing traffic. Defended by Rosia. Over in the corner to Hassel. No good. Rebounded by Ajay. And she finds Samantha Texan. Samantha Texan back to Rosia after that ball almost goes out of bounds.
Longworth.
Monty Ajay called on the foul. Looks like she was reaching around. Here's Holmes, defended by Texan. Shot no good from King. Ball almost stolen by Averett. And Pleasant's getting her shot to go after battling down low. So just a 2-point game now. Cougars still in front. Texan for three. Rims out, but Johnson's there to save. Cougars almost like they wanted a foul on Raven Johnson there. Like her arms might have got hit, but they didn't get anything, so full court press they go. Hines in the corner to Hassel. Back to Pleasance. Pleasance, jump shot goes.
Another beautiful shot from Pleasance, who looks effortless as she puts the ball in the air, Eddie. Monty Ajay will be fouled. She'll shoot two. 46 apiece here as Ajay hits the first one. Senior Sam Chandler will enter the game as Raven Johnson will sub out. Ajay hits her second shot. You hear our student section cheering for her.
Armani Ajay with 19 points so far in this game. And that shot no good, knocked out of bounds by Meredith. So Carthen will come in for for Samantha Texan, or Rosia, excuse me. So here's Sam Texan with the ball, 48-46. Cougars lead. Longworth back over to Texan. Texan couldn't catch it clean. Down low to Chandler. Shot goes. She'll step to the line for one more. So Gladwell will check in for Shu. So shot goes, 51-46. 5-point game right now for Averett. King goes, shot off the front of the rim. So here's Carthen now, 3-on-3 fast break. And Carthen puts her defender on the court. And that shot goes up, kind of haywire from, I believe that's Hines.
Longworth being aggressive for Averett. She will be fouled as she stands here on the free throw line. First shot in, 52-46.
Giving Amani Ajayi a break here as we inch closer to the fourth quarter. Pleasance outside. Gladworth to Hassel back to Gladworth. Down low to King. Shots up, Raven Johnson fouls.
King hits her first shot. Second one is in and out. Shannon Longworth with the rebound, passes to Texan.
2-second differential between the shot and game clock here. Carthen couldn't get her shot to go. Texan couldn't get hers to go neither.
Meredith's coaches getting vocal over here.
So 12 seconds on the clock. You got to think Averett's going to try and dribble this ball and take the last shot. Sam Chandler from deep. Carthen on the rebound and put back. Buzzer beater no good, so your Cougars take it into the fourth quarter, 55-47. We'll take a quick break and bring you the final 10 minutes of action.
And we are back here at the fourth quarter, 55-47. Averett Cougars in the lead in the first round of the USAC Conference.
And here is King. That turnaround jump shot doesn't go, but Shu will be fouled. So Brittany Preston will check back in for Gladwell.
Shannon Longworth for three, and it's good. 58-49. 9-point game here. Hines with the ball. Passes to Shu. And it's in. Shu gets two there.
Here's Rosia the other way, as they have been feeding the ball to Amani Ajay. Longworth for three. Shot goes in.
Two in a row, Eddie.
And Lindsay Longworth can absolutely light it up from out there. And she's that person, as we mentioned earlier, that can come off the bench and really spread the defense apart. And Preston, the nice crossover moves. She has to shoot a jumper. Doesn't go. Ajay on the rebound.
Rosia directing her team here. Passes to Ajay. Ajay to Johnson.
Timeout call is going to be a minute timeout. 10-point game. Cougars out in front. We'll be back here at the Grant Center.
Back here in the Grant Center, a 10-point game here, 61-51. And that's Amani Ajay increasing that to 63-51. Averett in the lead. Ajay looking to get her career high, Eddie.
And you're right, she has 22. She has a career high of 24. She got that career high January 20th against William Peace. So rebound by Rosia. Rosia the other way now.
Smith looks like she was passing to Ajay.
So ball sails out of bounds. Possession goes to Meredith. So here's Shu against Longworth, and that shot goes. There's Rosia defended by Preston. Down low to Johnson. Johnson over to Longworth. Longworth putting a shot up that gets blocked, but a jump ball called. Possession stays with Averett. So 14 Holmes will check in for Pleasance.
Ajay. No good. Ten-point game here still, 63-53. Just under 7 minutes left in this first round. Hines, no good. Longworth, no good. Longworth will be called for that foul.
Ajay and Carthen both with a double-double so far. Both with Ajay with 22 and 11, Carthen with 10 and 10. So 63-55 now. Meredith trying to cut the lead down. Little Johnson, they go to Ajay. Ajay takes a dribble. Too much power on the shot. So Preston with the ball. Carthen and Chandler will both check in.
That was Holmes on the shot.
Raven Johnson on the rebound.
No good for Johnson, but Kiera Smith with the rebound and putback. Got Hines. Passes to Holmes, who takes it all the way.
And she gets fouled, so she's going to step to the line for one more.
Score 65-57. 5:23 left in the game. Garcia to Smith. Smith to Carthen. Carthen to Chandler. Quick grab there.
And Chandler's fouled, so she's going to step to the line.
Chandler still limping a little bit. And it's good.
And that's Hassel coming in for Preston.
Sam Chandler on her second shot. A little short. Raven Johnson gets the rebound.
So that was Shu called on that foul against Raven Johnson. Ball inbounded to Kiera Smith over to Carthen. Carthen looking for help. She finds it in the way of Sam Chandler. Down low to Smith they go. Turnaround jump shot. Bounces around. Goes in. So a 10-point game for the Cougars here as we come under 5 minutes left in this game.
Holmes with the ball for Meredith. Passes to Hines. Hines looking for help. Finds it in King. No shoe.
So here we go with Rosia now directing traffic, running point for her team. Chandler for three. No good. Johnson on the rebound, put back, foul before the shot, so she does not get the N1 attempt. Shoe called on that foul. That's her fourth. So Pleasance will check back in. Smith to Chandler. Chandler will be fouled. So she's going to step to the line for 2 free throws. Kirsten King picking up her fourth foul. Chandler's first shot good. Shoe back in, coming in for Hassel. Texan will check in, or she will stay. Looks like she might be coming in to get Chandler.
And it's good.
And like you said, Chandler's still limping.
Texan and Ajay enter the game for Averett.
Shoe shot up, good. So under 4 minutes remaining, 70-60.
And Eddie, you and I have seen time and time again how quickly all can change in a basketball game. 70-60 as there will be a timeout here. We'll take it with them and be right back here.
And so we're back. It's Cougar basketball, ball over to Texan. Texan finding Johnson. Johnson over to Carthen. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shot no good. Rebounded by Ajay. And she is fouled.
Ajay already so close to her career high. Do you have the update on that, Eddie?
And she does still have 22 points here. 23, 1 point away. Preston picks up her fourth foul, so she comes out the game. Holmes will check in. So.
No good there. Sits at 23. Her current career high is a 24. Still 3 minutes, 30 seconds in today's game. Oftentimes they don't know how close they actually are. Got Holmes with the ball. Holmes to Hines. Just goes over.
And so here's Rosia running the break now.
Behind the back action there from Rosia. Texan with the ball.
That jump shot no good. Rebounded by Hines. Under 3 minutes to go. 71-60, 11-point game. Meredith has to get points in bunches here. And that's King going up strong. Shot blocked by Ajay. Pleasance getting a taste of her own medicine. Carthen couldn't get her shot to go. Ends up with the ball again. Second shot no good. Third shot no good. She gets the ball a fourth time, and she's fouled.
Carthen shot no good.
Preston outside over to Hines. Under 2:30 left. Ball over to Holmes. Holmes will shoot. No good. And so Smith and Longworth check in for the Cougars.
71-60 here. Little over 2 minutes left in the ball game. Texan goes for the shot. No good. Shannon Longworth with the rebound. Possession of the Cougars. Kiera Smith passes to Longworth. Longworth back to Smith. Raven Johnson with the ball. And she will be fouled.
And Pleasance leading her team in blocks with 27 total blocks on the year. And she's showing she does that today. A couple of block shots in today's game.
Johnson's last shot no good. That one in the hoop.
First shot no good from Pleasance. Kiera Smith on the rebound. She will be fouled.
And the shot's good. You see senior Haley Chandler looking to be subbed in for Texan.
Second shot up and in, 74-60, 14-point game. Preston slash into the hoop. Johnson able to swat that pass away. Averett playing smothering defense. Preston for three, no good. Raven Johnson called on that foul. It's her fourth of the game as Amani Ajayi will check into the game. Coming in to get Johnson out.
Shot's good.
And you got to think that's going to be about it for Raven Johnson this game with just 1:13 left. And Ajayi, again, 1 point from matching her career high.
Haley Chandler passes to Smith.
And a nice
Shannon
pass to
Longworth.
Longworth.
Rosia to Smith. Ajayi over there waiting.
So Smith's last second shot, no good. 40 seconds. And Meredith has to get shots off here. They don't have time to waste as Pleasance gets one to go. 10-point game now. And Longworth will be fouled. And that's Preston's fifth, so she will come out for the remainder of the game.
Both Longworth shots good. 76-64. 13 seconds.
Hines' shot no good. So Pleasance is there. 5, 4, 3, 2. The Cougars will dribble it out. 76-64. The Cougars win it. They advance to the next round. They go to play Ferrum against Ferrum in the next round of the conference tournament. So some final game stats here. Great game by both teams as Meredith got out to a lead in the first half, but Coach Liz Hickey got on her team in the locker room and really changed up the game plan, and the Cougars win by 12 here tonight. So for Meredith, Brittany Preston with 2 points, Pleasance with 16, Shue with 17, and Holmes with 4. Pleasance also had 3 rebounds, Shue with 6 rebounds, and King with 7 rebounds. And then Pleasance with 2 big-time blocks for her team. And then for Averett, Amani Ajayi 23 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists, a block. Sam Chandler, 11 points, 2 steals, a block, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And then Raven Johnson with 12 rebounds and 12 points. Brooke Carthen, 14 rebounds, 10 points. And then Longworth with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. So, Lindsay, a great game here by both teams. Both teams came out to play. As we mentioned earlier, Meredith got off to a great start, taking the lead and actually taking the lead into half. But Averett just came ready to play tonight. So, for everybody in the sports information department, we want to thank you for joining us, as we know that you could have been doing a lot of things on this Wednesday evening, but instead you're here watching USAC women's basketball with us. So we want to thank you for joining us, and we want to wish you a very good night.